nothing like a story time. Let me sip some of this coffee first. Baby, when I tell you I threw my fork on my plate, I said, say what now? What we gonna talk about today, y'all? Welcome to Her Creative Life YouTube channel, where we are designing with intention and living in style. I haven't done a story time in a really long time. And with that being said, let me tell you about the time my wedding got called off. I was 25, 26, somewhere around there, and I met this guy, and his name is Eric. That's not his name in real life, but we're going to name him Eric for the sake of this video. So I met Eric, we fell in love, we met on a dating website, and we just talked every day. We talked about life and what we wanted for ourselves. Fast forward, on a random Monday, he proposed to me. He said some of the most beautiful words I ever heard, and I accepted. I was like, of course, I will marry you. I went down to Virginia for his homecoming. Let me take it back real quick. And at the time, he made more money than I did. I was just starting my graphic design business, so I didn't have no money. So I was all down for moving to Virginia. He was in wedding mode, planning this, planning that, and I'm getting excited and, you know, going through the motions. So I went down to visit him for his homecoming. He went to Virginia, was it Virginia Union or Virginia State? Child, I don't remember, but. And when I went to visit him, he was acting so weird. He literally dropped me off at his apartment, went and did what he wanted to do, and then came back. Like, no form of entertainment, no nothing. No. Fast forward to Saturday, we went to his university. He was walking in front of me. Even when his frat brothers was like, yo, like, what's up with Eric? Why is he acting so funny? I said, I don't know. Now I'm in my feelings, for damn sure. Sunday morning, I started to eat. He said, I think we should postpone the wedding. We should, you know what? Let's not even postpone it. Let's just call it off. Baby, when I tell you I threw my fork on my plate, I said, say what now? What are you talking about? Well, you know, it's just, you know, something came up. I remember getting up and saying I had to use his bathroom, and I called one of my closest friends and I cried to him. And what I should have done, I should have took my beautiful self to the train station and came back to Philadelphia. Monday morning rolled around and he took me to the train station. Silence the entire ride. I jumped out the car. He popped his trunk and I went to reach for my bag. He said, oh, no, I got it. Don't you worry. I said, no, you've done enough. Sitting on that train, crying the entire ride home. He never reached out to me. He never checked on me. He just vanished. But life has a funny way of working itself out. On a random day, everything is a random day. On a random day, I got a Facebook message from him. Hey, I know I'm the last person you want to talk to, but I think we need to speak about what happened. This was 2 years later. So he confessed that a day before I was to come down to visit him, a young lady he was fooling around with prior to meeting me, he got pregnant. Okay. And she was about 5 or 6 months pregnant. Okay. I said, you know what it is with the whole situation? Besides you treating me like that, you never gave me a choice in the matter. You were dishonest in the matter. And you left me to die. If you would have known how much I loved you, you would have known I would have stuck around. We might not got married the next month, or maybe not even that year. But the way I loved you, the depths that I loved you, that was something that we could have worked through. because I know when I take these vows, it's to death do us part. I know everything's not going to be perfect. Everything is not going to be comfortable. There might be times we can't, you know, see eye to eye. There might be times we don't know how to communicate, but we're going to work through. We're going to pray our way through. But you literally threw me out like I was a piece of garbage for 2 years. And that was that. He was apologetic. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought about you all the time. Blah, 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 blah. You know, blue, 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 blue. And literally from that moment on until about last year, he had tried to contact me and try to suck me back into that. And I say no. And how he does it is like he'll reach out to me via Facebook. Even though we're not friends, he'll like send me a random message. Hi, how you doing? How you been? Nigga, if you don't leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like when you do that kind of stuff, just let people be. You know? So yeah, that was the time when my fiance called off the wedding, child. I don't never want to feel that shit again. Let me tell you how funny life is. The last time I spoke to him, he apologized once again, and he was like, you know, I feel like I have been punished for what I did to you. And he was like, maybe punishment is not the right word, but karma has definitely had her way with me in dealing with relationships on a romantic level. So that goes to show you, you got to be careful how you do people, because karma is real and she comes at any given time. And she doesn't need a key. She'll just walk right on in. But yeah, he definitely tried so many times to get back with me. He apologized. But the last time we talked, which was, what, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago or something like that, you know, I told him I don't want to talk to him anymore. You know, you don't have to, and this was all via Facebook Messenger. You don't have to reach out to me. You know, just leave me be. And hopefully he'll find somebody that is good for him, that can help him become the man that is best for not only himself, but his 2 daughters. And that's that on that. But he definitely said karma kicked his ass. But fast forward, now I'm in a relationship with the love of my life, and I am really happy with him. And yeah, God is good. God is good. God is good. So remember to stay creative. Remember to design with intention and always live in style. And I love you for real. Till next time. Bye.